Yes, sir. You see the smile on my face? I light up, man. Listen, you would have thought I saw Mary Jane. Okay, my face just lit up. Does the Buccaneers last minute comeback win over the Rams give us hope that the team can turn their season around? And to answer that question, since I am yours truly, the Buccaneers fan here on the block, doing my thing, I would say yes, it gives me hope, right? More hope than Obama gave me when he ran for office, than Trump, than Biden, than all these presidents. Yes, okay, I would say it gives me hope. And the reason why I say so is because anybody pumping that narrative that Tom Brady just fell off a cliff right after he just led the league in passing yards, got robbed of the MVP, was voted by his peers to be the number one player in the NFL top 100. For anybody that say, oh, he fell off, can you please do me a favor and turn on the TV and watch football, please? You can do that for me before you yappity yap, 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 okay? Because clearly Tom Brady is making all the throws in tight windows, right? The ball placement is still there, right? The touch is still there when he throws the ball down the football field. All the mechanics is still there. The offense was in shambles. And clearly, it still is in a way, right? We got lucky to the point where we was able to keep the game in distance and Tom Brady do what he do. Magic, abracadabra. Final drive, 53 seconds left, no timeouts, worked the sidelines methodically. And I thought the Rams did a terrible job of pressing the receivers at the line. They gave them a lot of open space for them to find those gaps in the zone and work the sidelines. Tom Brady pick them apart. Tom Brady knows how to operate a 2-minute drill, in this case, a 53-second drill. He knows how to operate that. And so they kind of disrespected the GOAT by allowing him to work the field methodically on that final drive. And guess what? They got paid for it. Right. And we were able to score that touchdown. And that was a good play call at the end to throw it to Cade Cotton when everybody was thinking about the run, even though you know damn well your running game sucks, literally last in the league. So that was a good call. With that being said, the reason why I have hope is because we are starting to get back to the fundamentals, primarily on defense. Tackling was one of our biggest issues, right? We wasn't tackling well. Gus Edwards in the last game got to the outside, was able to do what he do. Lamar Jackson was able to do what he do. A lot of broken tackles, missed tackles. In this game, we prevented the yak. We prevented the yards after the catch. And even though the Rams had a few explosive plays here and there, the Cooper Kupp, per usual, Matthew Stafford only threw it there. You don't have to worry about him. We were still able to prevent the yak. And that was the key. Now, one of the things I want to see from my defense before I send the rock back is the ability to create turnovers when we turn the ball over, or when we get the turnover, right? We didn't get a turnover since week 2. Get the ball back for our offense, who's struggling, and give us some short yardage field position. So if we do that, ready we are tackling, and ready we getting guys back. We got Hakeem Hicks, Anton Wilfield going to be coming back. Carlton Davis, our starting cornerback, going to be coming back. The defense gives me hope that we could be the catalyst for our offense to pick up the pace, and that's why, if you ask me, can we turn our season around? I'm looking at the mic. Oh, excuse me, the camera. I'm talking on the mic. I'm looking at the camera and saying, yes, we can. Lil for president.
Wow, boy.
Hey, real quick, I just want to jump in here. So I just want to answer the question. And Lil, I'm sorry to burst your bubble because that was a great take. But I'm going with no. I'm not confident at all that the Bucs can turn it around, especially since they haven't scored over 20. Wait, let me see. Am I reading this right? They haven't got out of the 20-ish 20s offense since week 4 against the Chiefs. Am I reading this right?
I believe you're right.
This is week 3 against the Chiefs. So, week 5 they played the Falcons 21. They scored 21-15. Pittsburgh Steelers 18. Carolina Panthers 3. Ravens 22. The Rams 16. I just think, especially in this particular game, Tom Brady threw 58 times to 280 yards. That is not Tom Brady-esque at all. That's not what he does. That's more like Joe Flacco on the Jets. That is not what I anticipate a Tom Brady kind of guy doing. 1 touchdown. I believe he threw 7.8 yards per pass. I think that was the number. That is not something I am confident in when I'm saying the Bucs can turn it around. The only way that I see Bucs turn around is Tom Brady is throwing a football like he did 2 seasons ago. Like he threw the ball last year, when he was actually sailing the ball. When the ball was moving down the field, he was able to get touchdowns. He was able to put points on the board. So the defense wasn't having this amount of pressure on a week-to-week basis. Now, we understand that the last 2 years, the Bucs defense have been marred by injuries, guys not playing to their potential. The coaching staff in and out. There's so much different going on, so many different distractions outside of the football field. Last year was AB. This year is Tom Brady. And his situation. So there's a lot of different things happening with this Bucs team, and you get sympathetic at times. It's Tom Brady. This is a man with no excuses. This is Deflategate man right here. So we can't keep making excuses for this brother. It's not good. It's not looking good right now. And they played some pitiful teams the last couple of weeks. And the fact that we're talking about they could potentially turn around against who? A blazing hot Seattle Seahawks team, a Cleveland Browns team that's surprising people with their running game and how Jacoby Brissett's able to just play at least solid. I didn't think Jacoby Brissett could play solid on this Browns team. Apparently he is. Then after that, you got to go against the Saints. Yeah, I always struggle against the Saints. After that, you play the 49ers, the Bengals, the Cardinals. Well, at what point do you feel, what is turning around? One more win? Like, I don't understand what we're talking about turning this season around. This Bucs team, their running game has been atrocious. It's been completely abysmal. I don't understand what happened. Leonard Fournette was that dude when he first got to the Bucs. I don't understand how he goes from there to just averaging almost 3 yards or under 3 yards a carry. I think right now he's the lowest yards per carry in his career, if I'm not mistaken, since his rookie year or in his career. So this is not a good look for this Bucs team. Turning it around will have to mean that Tom Brady's going back to throwing 4 or 5 touchdowns a game. Because at that point, him throwing 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns a game is not Tom Brady-esque. That's not the Tom Brady I know, and I know that's not the Tom Brady you know. So I don't know what's going to happen with this team to turn around.
Whew. Listen, man. Both of y'all gave great takes, but no disrespect, Zay. I'm saying yes, hopeful for a turnaround. And this is the reason why. Tom Brady is the GOAT. The division stinks. Atlanta, Carolina, New Orleans stink. If they win the division, right now they're leading the division, they get a home playoff game. That's it. That's the key. If they get into the playoff, we're talking Tom Brady in the playoffs, with a home playoff game, you got to give him a shot. He's the GOAT. Okay? Because everything you said was legit. Everything you just said, Zay, was legit. He don't look good, right? So no disrespect, because he don't look good. Okay? It looked like he did fall off a cliff a little bit. I'm just keeping it real with you. So everything Zay said was legit, but he is the GOAT. I respect the GOAT, and I have to give him a legitimate shot to turn it around because they can win the division. And when you can win the division with a home playoff game, Tom Brady in a playoff, everybody will be scared to play Tom Brady. I'm an Eagle fan. I'll be scared to play this man. Are you kidding me? He's Tom Brady. So at the end of the day, I got to give them that respect that they got a legitimate shot to turn it around because their division stinks.
I mean, look, Zay, I feel sorry for you because lately my cousin and I have been agreeing, which is very out of the ordinary. The last show we agreed. So far, we agreed. If we tag team and you got no shot, bro, you better hope things go back to the old ways. But let me pick up where Cuzzo left off, right? That's exactly right. Who want to see Tom Brady in the playoffs? Who would sign up for that? Nobody. You don't want to see him. I don't care if the Buccaneers are a 6 seed. You don't want to see Tom Brady. And plus, also, to expand on my defensive comment that I made about us starting to play Buccaneers defense, that's what we need to help our offense, because when we started off the year, everybody was talking about how our defense was the best in the league, this and the third, which we played really well. And we was winning games like that. Our offense was never in sync to start the year at all. It wasn't like, week 1, we came out guns a-blazing, and then we struggled week 2 all the way to now. No, like, we came into the year offense struggling. Our defense was getting turnovers and doing what they do. We were winning games. And Tom Brady to be a game manager, he can do that too. He don't got to be the one to lead you now. He's shown in New England that he could be a game manager. So you ask him to be a game manager right now. Well, you think he can't do that? He would love to do that. At his age, be a game manager. So our defense hasn't been playing well. And now our offense is even more exposed to the team, because now people are like, wait, hold up. We're not winning games. Yeah, because our defense is not winning us the game. And so our offense is exposed a little bit more. So that's why I said I like what I saw from our defense. We kept Matthew Stafford in check. If we could continue to do that, get turnovers, I do believe that can help our team on both sides of the ball. And that's why I'm not worried at all. The mic is yours, Zay. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. You said not worried at all. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Not worried at all is a straight.
All right. Cool. Let me reframe that.
Yeah,
I believe I have hope. There you go. I have hope. Love for president.
I want to get in there. Go ahead, Zay.
No, I want to say this, and I think this is important to understand. The Buccaneers, I believe, are the third worst offense in the NFC right now. When we talk about how many points they scored so far is 162. They're under the Giants at 163.
What are you, stat man? You stat man today, bro?
We have to be stat. We got certain numbers. The numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, man. Listen.
Oh, numbers do lie, brother.
In your division, in the NFC South, y'all not even close to the Panthers. The Panthers are 179 on offense, and their offense stunk this year. And they're the last in the division. They're getting points on the board. How the heck the Bucs are not? The Saints are at 199. We just said the Saints think offensively. They're putting more points on the board. We're talking about the Atlanta Falcons. We don't like them. 217. They got the most points in the division. We talking about what? Yeah, just played against the Rams. The Rams are scoring 131 points this season. That's terrible. And then when you look at the other team that's disappointing is the Green Bay Packers, who are at currently 154. So all these teams are just not playing good offensively, but the Bucs are daunting because they have all these weapons. You got Mike Evans, you got Chris Godwin, you had Julio Jones for a little bit, you had Russell Gage for a little bit, you got Leonard Fournette, you got Brake at the tight end. You have weapons. Why are you not putting points on the board? It is atrocious how this is happening. And you could blame the weapons not being healthy. You could say they're not playing to their potential. I've seen Tom Brady take a bunch of bumps to the playoffs before. So Tom Brady is the denominator in this situation. The quarterback play has been horrible this season. He has to take full accountability for the offense not scoring points. Bro. And you have to sit there as a Tom Brady fan and say, this man has not been playing good, and I need a full turnaround. You can't say the defense. I don't want to hear a Tom Brady fan talk about defense. Some numbers?
You want to hear some numbers because you stat man today. Let me give you a number right here. 10-0 interception to touchdown ratio. Best in the league. Leads the league in pass attempts. Okay, he's doing what he has to do. The offense is out of sync. There's something called rhythm. Just like how you listen to hip-hop music, rhythm. Rhythm of the beat. Rhythm of the beat, right? It's rhythm. You need rhythm in order for you lyrically to flow. The Buccaneers need rhythm. The offensive line stinks. The running game stinks. And the reason why I do have hope is because for the first time this year, I see Keyshawn Vaughn out there. I see Rashard White only being out touched 14-11 by Leonard Fournette. He should be getting more reps, Rashard White. Keyshawn Vaughn should be out there because you came at Leonard Fournette. We got two other backs. I seen Keyshawn Vaughn break up a big run last year. Okay, when we needed him. Remember, Leonard Fournette was hurt last year. Keyshawn Vaughn had to be that guy, and he did a serviceable job. Why is he not playing? Why was it the first time he's playing? Why is it Rashard White not getting more reps when he has more explosiveness? When he can get between the tackles. If your line stinks, you need somebody that's shifty.
Right.
It's coaching.
Two things real quick. Two things. One, y'all said Todd Bowles was a good coach because he was on the Jets, a terrible Jets team. Y'all blame the whole Jets team for Todd Bowles coaching, and his coaching is terrible. We see that now, and I'm glad you witnessed it. Two, y'all just beat a pitiful Los Angeles Rams team. Right now, you can't bank on them being like, we're turning it around after just beating a Rams team by 3. When they can't get it together at all either. This team, the Rams team, has been one of Packers, Broncos, one of the more disappointing teams in probably I want to say NFL history. The way they just came into the season, everyone thought they're gonna have a nice a good season. They're gonna take their division, yada yada. And
you thought that, bro. You thought that. I knew the Rams wasn't gonna be good this year. You thought that. Claire, be honest. Say it. How is it? How it is? Go ahead, cuz.
Really quick on that take. A lot of the people did think that the Rams was going to have a legitimate season. You know what I mean? So just to be fair there.
And not Nostradamus, but go ahead.
Yeah, I got you. Respectfully. But I agree with Zay like 99%. Everything that he's saying, I'm on deck. It's the simple fact that Tampa's in first place. And Tom Brady in the playoffs, we can't disrespect this man. I don't think he's playing well. I do not think Tom Brady's playing well. I think y'all playing garbage teams. Y'all didn't do nothing to prove to me that y'all going to come back and do these great things. I'm only giving credit to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because of Tom Brady being the GOAT, him being in the playoff, he will be a legitimate threat and he will be scary. There's nothing that I've seen that will give me hope. If y'all would have lost yesterday's game, y'all would have probably been almost in last place or something in y'all division, and I would have been like, y'all pretty much going to be over. The simple fact that the division stinks, okay? Y'all not playing well. Tampa Bay do not look good, okay? But it's Tom Brady. I always respect the GOAT. You put the GOAT in a playoff situation, you don't know what's going to happen. So if it do happen to you, and let's say Tom Brady and Tampa Bay make the playoffs, and then they go on this deep playoff run, why are we surprised if that's the GOAT? You know what I mean? I'm not going to be surprised. I'm going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. No, actually, I could believe that happened. It's Tom Brady. Me, I don't want to see them in the playoffs. I want to see them out of the playoffs. I don't want them to win this division. I don't want them in the postseason because he's Tom Brady.
I mean, look, to be fair, this is not excuses. This is facts. This is what's going on. We know about Tom Brady's tumultuous marriage that's spiraling. That's not a marriage anymore with Giselle. And we know there's a lot. We know that's the human art when you're trying to focus on something in life and household is spiraling out of control. We know how that could affect us. And we saw it yesterday when Tom Brady scored that touchdown, the way how he hugged Byron Leftwich, you can see the exhale in his body language that we got this win. There's a lot on my mind. There's a lot of things going on, and we got this win. Let me breathe out a little bit because things are spiraling. And I think when we reflect to the playoffs, barring that the Buccaneers win a division, we are going to come back to this drive where Tom Brady led this team. Could have been down, 3-6? We would have been 3-6 if we didn't win this game.
Right.
We're going to come back to this drive and say, you know what? That was the drive that saved our season. And that's why Tom Brady's the GOAT, because he can deliver when things are spiraling. All you got to do is keep it close. Keep the game close. And that's why I said about my Buccaneers defense. If we can go back, that's why I literally started the way I did, because everything will come full circle with my take. If we turn the ball over, tackle well, things of that nature, we can keep the game close. And if we keep the game close, who is the guy that you want with the ball in his hands? Tom Brady. And we saw an episode of that last night.
Listen, man, we do got to be fair, Cuzzo. This turnaround thing, and from Zay's perspective, it's not a real turnaround. The turnaround is your division stinks. Because had you been in any other division, y'all not going to the playoffs, bro. Y'all not going to get a wild card. The only way that Tampa Bay is getting into the playoffs, they got to win that division. The division is horrible. Everybody in that division is under 500. It stinks. That's it.
I would say this, and
the turnaround is.
Look, I expect to start to see these things a little bit more fluid, and if we do, then I think we should be good.
Real quick, I'm sorry. One question for you: who do you blame for them being out of rhythm? Mike Evans or Tom Brady?
I would say Mike Evans, mainly because Mike Evans had some drops. When we go back to the Panthers game, when he had 10 yards of separation, where he dropped a wide open touchdown, that literally was the game changer right there. It zapped our momentum. He even said it post game. This game he had about 2 or 3 drops that was uncharacteristic. I know him to be a guy you throw it his way, he catching it. That's a guy that I know Mike Evans to be. You throw it his way, he catching it. With Jameis Winston, with Ryan Fitzpatrick, with all them quarterbacks, he was putting up 1,000-yard seasons. I don't expect nothing else with Brady.